Well, heart disease is the #1 killer for men and women. It's American Heart Month, and the Cleveland Clinic has released its annual heart survey. Some of the results are pretty shocking. In today's Your Healthy Family, it turns out food cost and access to healthy foods are some of the biggest obstacles right now.
Getting exercise and eating better are always a top priority, but we all know it's not easy. A survey from Cleveland Clinic shows many people are still struggling. They polled 1,000 adults from all across the country and found nearly half of Americans surveyed are having trouble with the surging grocery costs. 46% believe healthy food being more expensive is the biggest barrier to eating healthy.
We all see it really now with the prices being hiked at our grocery stores for things like apples and oranges, foods that we really never saw to be so expensive.
Dr. Tamana Singh, the co-director of Cleveland Clinic's Sports Cardiology Center, says to stretch your dollar, shop around for discounts and think outside the pricier produce aisle.
Maybe utilize things like frozen foods or canned foods that are unsalted, things that perhaps are more shelf friendly, I want to say. We can still try to create healthy meals.
The survey also found roughly 20% of Black Americans say it's hard for them to access stores that sell healthy foods, compared to 15% of white Americans. Food deserts continue to be a big issue in underserved communities.
I think we actually have to be more intentional about putting those areas, providing that access in those neighborhoods.
Fast food and meals on the go were also a huge talking point. Surprisingly, 10% of Americans chose a fast food diet as the most heart-healthy diet, and 71% of Americans polled believe that moderate exercise has a greater impact on losing weight than diet. Dr. Singh says the key to wellness involves a variety and says don't overcomplicate the process.
Just be intentional and focus on quality of nutrition and quality of exercise. And if you start to be consistent about what you're putting into your body, shopping the periphery of the grocery store, looking for those whole foods, those unprocessed foods, that actually gives you a lot of energy to then put into exercise.
The survey also found not having enough time to prep meals or knowing how to cook were also contributing factors. For Your Healthy Family, I'm Lisa Greenberg, and for more health stories, head to fox4now.com/yourhealthyfamily.